Alright. Fingers crossed. Now this game has a problem with not auto-saving. What was I doing? Looking for Evelyn and Evelyn, and that's about it.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Bye.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to it.
Where have we go in here?
Why, soon enough that are little party tricks, hardly. Grave responsibilities.
For his very existence.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold. Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
We said 20 centimeters of labia.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh? Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory.
Go for it.
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst, a simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue.
His voice is familiar.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So your apprentice has enjoyed some success.
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing method.
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest...
Not a starstone.
So, which of you is more
But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Let me ask you about affairs around Sicily.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
You know anything about Jake's murder?
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
What can you tell me about the plague of the undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
I'll take my leave.
A mysterious healing stone.
Neither of you cares
Interesting
for
indeed.
its very existence.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Do I knock first? Sounds like they're getting into it.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me about the patients.
This troubled mind.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know about
One
Boris.
of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is.
The worst spot to get hit by an orcish club. Right in the north.
Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. You
Here's
are?
the Boris.
Ah, I thank you a million
He's still
times for your
considered.
help. Who have you decided should receive the healings?
Boris's life has just begun.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. There's no way that Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren. Fuck him.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Sorry, Steve-O.
Thank
No,
the Seven.
no, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning.
A stitch of time, eh, my friends?
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
You've unlocked a new room at your homestead.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Oh, my Matilda. What'll my sweet Matilda do?
I'll take care of her.
Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll be snatched out from under you.
I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
Tell me, what will you do with your renewed life?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all. Do it all. And after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life.
I'll take my leave.
I'll see you around then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
Thank you. Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
About your healing stone.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
You've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Tell me about yourself.
I've been studying under Theliron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order, from a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
I'll take my leave.
There are enough
Only
stones
the
for both
corpse's
of us.
troubled mind can't have gotten far.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Sorry, friend. I
Let's
wish there were
discuss
enough
the
stones
patience.
for
The
both
world
of us.
belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method, she refuses to share. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can
No, she's
prevail
not here.
upon her to offer a demonstration.
Sorry, friend.
I'll take my
I
leave.
wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Cheese, tomatoes.
We've discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entwistle you. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of dog meat.
I don't even know what I'm meant to do. Like, there's no real, am I supposed to mooch through their stuff or something? Like, what's the go?
Move along.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful...
Legion's greetings, Hunter. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have steadfast will I guide.
Stop walking.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that... Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the... I am Esmeralda.
I mean, I'm just It's like the game's like, there's a murder. Here's the 4 suspects. I'm like, oh, they're gonna give me like a hint or a clue or something. I'm like, a massive clue. No, it's just like, oh, it wasn't me. I'm like, oh, okay. Surely the next person will say something to give themselves away. No. Am I meant to like go into their backyard or something? Read their journals? I can't go in there because that's locked.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll go where I please.
You there,
said.
cut it out!
I don't even know what's going on. People are fighting of their own accord.
Yours to command.
This game sucks ass. Oh my god, I can't believe how bad this game is.
Staff of strength.
Without aid, I will expire soon.
Good! Hope it hurts too. I fucking clicked on it, you stupid prick. Fuck me, this game sucks dick. Not in a good way either.
I'm dying. Please assist me, friends!
Good. Good. It's a fucking game, man. What's this fucking problem? Fucking so tempted to quit. None of these stories are interesting. They're just like, oh, I went and I ate a cabbage for lunch. Oh yeah, oh fucking great, thanks.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Hurry the fuck up. Can you sprint? Fuck me.
Sheep's
I have to do this shit again. Fucking yeah, whatever. Tell me about yourself. Yep, cool. Yep, let's go. Come on, tell me everything. Fucking, we're done.
Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Excuse me? This is a prank.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go. Come on,
I'm
hurry
an
up.
apprentice of the... What would you like to... Is that so? When I arrived...
We haven't got all day.
Well, we're quite the venerables. Nearly every one of the brave, thankful you are.
Boris is
Boris,
like...
Boris,
Boris
yes.
it
Let's
is.
go. Fucking, we're done. There's no point talking to anyone anymore because they don't have anything to fucking say! Why is it no one has anything to say? They're just like, oh jeez, what's that? There's a murder. Oh, well, it wasn't me. It's like, well, fucking, why do I bother come and talk to you? Pointless. Everyone takes so fucking long to move. Just fucking get over there. Journal. Mysterious murder. Fucking no update at all. I went and talked to them. The journal doesn't even fucking update. It should be like, oh, well, this person said this, and this person said this. Oh, I'm suspicious about that. But no, it's just like, there's a murder. Like, it's chock-a-block with fucking intricacies. You know, 817, 1457, 1504. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know. Fucking make up your own mind. You need to be able to click on the fucking map and get over there. That's terrible design. Like, there's nothing in this room. Alright, I've looked at everything in this room.
Good.
There's nothing here. I can't sit in this state. Well, fucking... Examine does nothing. Lie does nothing. There's a chest here that I can't fucking do anything to. Does anyone have a fucking lockpick on them? Yeah, that's the lockpick. I've got a lockpick. Use. On this. My lockpicking level's too low. Alright, well, C is sneak, not character. Fucking brilliant, thanks. Where's my character sheet? Where the fuck is my character sheet? So it says that they can lockpick and that they got, it takes 2 action points, but it doesn't fucking tell me how fucking, it doesn't tell me how good they are at it. Lockpicking, I can't fucking see it here anywhere. Is it under here? Skills. Craftsmanship, maybe. Nasty deeds. Lockpicking. Finally. Thank you. Now, if I fucking hit this next character button and it collapses all these, I'm fucking done with this game. This chest is level 5. Am I supposed to come back at level 5 or something? What the fuck is going on?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, my good man. You say you will take me under your wing. But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Fucking brilliant.
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it?
Of course I don't, because it's fucking mumbo jumbo.
The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
What the fuck does that mean?
Ask freely, my friend. Jarrett. Wise Jarrett. A beast's life is to survive.
I just don't fucking care. Let's change the subject. I'll take my leave. Done. I'm trying to do one thing at a fucking time, and this game is just like, oh no, you gotta fucking... Oh my god, I can't get out of this. I need to get out of this fucking conversation because of the fucking stupid... Fuck this game. Fuck, I hate this game. How does this game get such good reviews? It's shit. Oh, well, see, you just don't know how to play it properly. Yeah, right. I went through the tutorial. Shouldn't that teach me how to play it properly? You see, you didn't pay attention. Alright. Isn't that what the log's for? The log's meant to be fucking... I'm just gonna fucking accuse people. We'll hang someone this day. Hurry the fuck up.
You think that's funny, Private?
You think that's funny, Private? I haven't heard that fucking 87 times.
Ah, the source hunt. Oh, still not finished with that sorry map was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled. You dare? Oh, what now? Oh, still not. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
I feel like fucking falling asleep. Look how fucking slowly they run. What's the speed difference between walking and running in this game? How the fuck am I supposed to get evidence on these people? Can we go in the back door? If they won't let us go in the front door, we'll sneak in the back door. If we can hurry up and get there. Think. cover on sneak, please?
It's locked.
Got a fucking lockpick on you. Use the fucking lockpick!
Or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so, milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Lee. Afraid alone in the dark?
This bitch is sus.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Panties. Smelly panties.
Fortune!
Fortune!
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up. Well, what do you want to know? What do you think you're doing?
We've got the key. Now it's auto saving.
only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Roasted pork. Delicious. How do I get in there? Is that a door? Looks like a door.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Yeah, there's definitely a door behind there. Maybe we have to put the candles out. Iron key. Looks like a keyhole.
So that's what that did.
Gold! I love gold!
Bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Take everything that's not nailed down. That's my official instructions. The end chest key, finally. Found a bloody dagger in Esmeralda's wife. Could this be the murder weapon? We had better confront Esmeralda with this gory bit of evidence. Jake's wife, Esmeralda, said she didn't murder, but we'd be fools to take her word for it. We better see if there's some actual evidence that conclusively links her to her husband's death.
If you could choose the finest greens!
What's new, Hosagard?
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it.
Ooh, controversy. Someone turned the lighthouse off.
The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
About Maxine?
Maxine. The mayor's darling pet. So gentle. So fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers. The subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed. By all means.
I don't really care. Letter from the Duke of Farrell. Duke of Farrell, Duke of Farrell.
It's official. The Duke of Farrell is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Read. Dearest Esme, your lips are as red as emeralds. Brand.
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy.
Oh, my good man. Drink, please.
Let's go tell the Duke, or whatever his name is. Captain of the Guard. If I go and go and confront her. She's just gonna sick a dog zombie. Ooh. Where's the map?
Oh, what now? Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter?
In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda,
Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
let's discuss this knife.
So, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess you can scratch the top candidate off your list of cliched clues then. Not exactly enough to arrest her for, is it?
On the subject of this letter.
Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that sob of a feral doesn't have the mettle to commit murder. And as far as I'm concerned, neither has she.
Oh, great.
About face!
I'm just gonna fucking confront her with it. I'm sick of this game. Ugh, I'm bored with it. You click somewhere and then it's like fucking wait 3 minutes for them to get there. Bro,
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda. Let me have a quick read. Wait, what? There's another... I mean, she had an admirer who wanted her to kill her husband, then elope with him? What madness is this? It cannot be true! A dagger caked in dried blood. Found in the cellar of this very house, you say? That's very disconcerting. Though I'm sure milady can explain. To set aside all doubt, I mean.
Good on you.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop, rather. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence. Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife used by my late husband to cut meat. He did so love to cook, the dear. What'll you think of next? Accusing me of bashing him over the head with a frying pan? Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
Fuck.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legion.
The perfect murder, you say.
Look about setting up the perfect crime.
Panties? Any used panties?
Daemon Daemonium.
I didn't
find
you,
you
dude.
yet.
Seriously?
More prey awaits.
Fucking Jesus, this fucking game.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh,
What a lucky find.
I'm just doing my duty.
By Gravitar's hammer, what a savings.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some.
Lady, as long as I'm around, no hair on your head.
Shit.
Assure me.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda. This book has a dark reputation. Odd. Lady Esmeralda told me she's enamored with romances like the knight in see-through armor and Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Perhaps you had best ask her to explain.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting. The hunter returns! I hope you. So, what piece of. Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival.
Why don't you just confess?
But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound. People seem to want to believe I am guilty, so let me tell you something I've been keeping to myself. Perhaps it may yet lead to the true culprit.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Over the last few months, Jake grew distant. Distant and dark somehow. Something in him changed. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he was no longer the gentleman he used to be. In fact, he scared me. It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believed to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. Talk to this woman. There is more to her than meets the eye.
He's a transformer.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name and practice rituals of blood.
Tell me about Evelyn.
I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Sicil. How she made it past the undead without a Legion escort, I'll never know. Though I can hazard an eerie guess.
You zombie.
If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply.
Snake, wing of worm, brew and spike.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Let's discuss your apprentice.
Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seven's name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure.
What about her pouch?
She usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange she'd leave it behind. It's in the next room if you'd like to take a look.
Where do you think she could have run off to?
I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map.
Where's her pouch? I'll take my leave.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Ah!
Tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Key to Evelyn's house.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish.
Evelyn's diary. Once Dietmar arrives with the staff, I will be utterly unstoppable. How pleased the conjuror will be, how great the rewards she'll grant. When she sees the evidence of my dedication, the councillor will be of no concern to her now. I have taken the necessary precautions to disguise the northwest beach lair from prying eyes, so that only those with knowledge of the spell may enter. I do say Ahu's little terror taking control of the northern path leading there was quite the unexpected boon. You are the fools who will face the monstrosity, and my lair will remain undisturbed. Let goddess guide me. I've word that the conjurer has done away with the so-called White Witch. Good riddance. She haunts Luculla forest like an ill phantom, waiting over the natural order. Wailing over. Without her meddling, the strong will rise and the weak will fall, as is their nature. The immaculate way will flourish. Oh yeah, fair enough. Reveal spell. Letter from the conduit. Is it letter B? Evelyn. T tells me the hour is nigh. The king will live again. When the stone is secured, I will be unstoppable. Surely you have heard about my sister already. Gone forever. There is so little that stands in her way now. Redouble your devotion, for the rewards are inconceivable. We shall meet again. Signed the conduit. Through blood her power flows. Through blood her triumph grows. Excellent. Very good. Reanimation serum. Boil the last mint sprouts of the season with a sludge made of 1 part crow's eye jelly to 4 parts sour holy water. Add the tear of a blind beetle to let it stand for 2 moons. There are 2 hastily scribbled notes at the bottom of the parchment. The first reads King Crab Eaten Mortician Evening. The second reads Esmeralda Evening Visit. Whatever. Examine. Lock level 1. I have a lockpick. Or at least I did have a lockpick. Where'd my lockpick go? Does anyone over here have a lockpick? Maybe you, Fletcher.
I'm straight. I'm true. Arrows by... Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freeze... Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Go on, why not?
What are ye staring at?
Tell me about yourself.
Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off.
What happened to your crew?
Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked. What are ye staring at?
Anyone got lockpicks?
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thief.
Oh man, I just don't care. Honestly. General store closed. Not enough crafting ability. Excellent. Good. Just what I need. Yeah. Let's go down to the beach.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. I certainly hope you know.
Oh my god, so So I can't do that quest then. Fuck me. Alright, well, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that one. Into the Dark. What's that about?
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Orcs on the Western Beach. I can't go that way. It's too high level. Fuck. And Vega told us that all his possessions because he burned all his possessions because the statue told him to. We learned from the diary of a dead man that jumped off a cliff, believing that some whimsical statues give. I don't care. Let's go find the robot. Northern Cave. How does one get into here? Do I have to throw the this thing down here? Oof. I thought I was supposed to go downstairs.
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but their potential is gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane. Better safe than sorry. It is an uncommonly trite thing to say, but it applies to all things demon-dreamt and devised.
If demons made these pyramids, then you are right, we should tread with care. Indeed. Thanks for warning us, Jahan. Feel free to point out other things that are deceivingly clever should we meet them.
So I shall. Always remember, Hunter, always, that when demons are in play, you are the hunted, and that it takes stupendous cunning and strength to escape their snares. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment their traps spring, and it is their grip that shatters your soul. Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens for pawns. They sit and grin, while your pieces slip in the sweaty fear that drops from your beleaguered brow.
Well, we better get rid of it then. Be gone, evil pyramid. Finally. We no longer have to worry about it. Whew, you saved us from an eternity of torment. Northern Gate. I'll just scratch myself while I wait.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Let me out.
Source Hunter's here too?
Know much about
How do I get out? the fuck is up with this fucking game? Oh, go to the north. Go to the west, that's where you need to go. Alright, I'll go to the west. You can't go out here. You can't go, there's no way you can go out here. Alright, well go to the north. Go to the north, that's where to go. No, you can't go out here. Well, fucking stop telling me to go places I fucking can't go.
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well.
Well, listen, love, I'd love to help, but the fucking gate's locked. I can't get outside.
We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
Let's
The
discuss
undead.
it.
I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Syciel after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death.
I fucking can't. You won't let me out there. It said clearly. You're not high enough level. Don't go out this way. The fuck is wrong with this fucking game?
Lieutenant Selenia at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is.
Good for fucking you.
Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Syciel is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Syciel, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. I fear for their safety. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the Source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me.
Alright, I guess we have to ignore what the game is telling us. The game is telling us, don't go that way. You can't go that way, that's too dangerous. Oh my god. Alright, now we wait for another fucking 5 minutes. Fucking hell, what's the time? It's 5:32. How long is it going to take for us to get down there? Hopefully there's some sort of teleportation mechanic in here. Right, bro, we're out of here. I don't know if there's any point to fucking picking up this shit.
The Sicilians retreated from this battle, but what about the orcs?
Either they've taken to the sea, or set up an encampment near the caves. Keep your weapon at the ready.
Like, I don't know how many points I'm gonna get, so can I fucking spend these points on shit? Or should I save them? What's the matter, bro?
Away with your weapons! Away! Leave humble Orc to mourn in peace.
What are you doing here?
I don't want to fight. I ain't after no fancy stone. I just want to bury these bodies the traditional way. It's the least I could do for my dear brother, Oggy. Oh, it was such a dear lad he was. We wanted to see the world, but we saw next to nothing before he was called to serve the old mother in the afterlife. In our village, oh, poor Oggy will never see her again. Tradition goes that a warrior should be buried with his best armor so he can defend himself in the afterlife. There weren't so many spoiled after the battle, but I managed to give old Oggy the best set. A proud send-off for a proud soldier.
A grave with a full set of hand-picked armor, eh? We've got a nice location. This orc is obviously bereft. We may risk missing out an armor set, but we've got to leave him be.
This orc is obviously bereft. We may risk missing out on that armor set.
Agreed.
I'm not a mini.
Robbing the dead is bad enough, but to do it while a mourner looks on is simply vile.
Don't think I didn't see that twinkle in your eye when I spoke of the armor, small bones. But I thank you for leaving my brother to rest in peace.
What stones do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me, small bones. You know as well as I that your little city here won't be rid of us orcs till my kind gets that fancy schmancy bloodstone you got in yonder cove.
What are these totems?
In our own town, we honour the dead by decorating their graves with whatever materials we have. In this case, it's wood. They look rather fetching, don't they? I'll keep you proud.
Should be careful not to accidentally disturb any graves.
We made a promise to an orc after all.
Away with your weapons!
Oh, what's this I've spotted?
Was that a grave?
The air is charged with danger. The seven call me home.
Oh, good.
Back into the prison.
I feel better already.
Got any healing?
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit. I could feel the very Reaper breathing down my neck.
And you'd be feeling nothing more if it wasn't for my healing spells. Don't you worry, as long as I'm here to heal you.
Don't
no
you
harm.
worry. As long as I'm there to heal you, you'll come
Thank
to
you.
no harm.
Thank you. I know.
First aid!
My first day. What happened to a spell? We can drop a spell. Oh, fucking, we'll load it. We'll fast load it because the fucking game fucking just drops spells on the ground. Apparently, you can drop a spell, then you can't fucking work out how to use it anymore. Now I have to do all of this again because of this fucking game and it's bullshit.
This orc is obviously bereft.
Agreed.
Don't think Rome played in our own time.
You accidentally disturb any graves.
We made a promise to an orc after all.
So what happened? Is it if you click on this and then click it on the ground, does she drop it or something?
Into the fray once more.
Yeah, it just disappears. Where do they go though? I need to figure out how to get these things back. Skills. Alright, that's how you do it. You can drag them back in from the skill book. Fucking don't tell me this or anything. Just make it so that oh, you've just removed it. But don't show me how to put it back.
Do you sense that? We had better watch our every step.
So there's a trap here, but I can't. Fuck.
I am powerless to act.
Don't know how my mouse fucking ended up over in that corner when I was clicking on this corner. Fucking stupid thing.
Stick to time, hey, my friends?
Fucking heal him.
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit.
Don't you worry.
Thank you. Into the fray once more. First aid!
You there, cut it out.
Sorry, Charlotte. I think you'd have to rough through my stores unless you'd like to pay me 1,000 gold for the privilege me pay you for the privilege of searching the corpses? I think not.
Well, it's no bone off my nose, Chasm, in any case. Have a look through my wares if you like to find something already wiped clean of orc ooze. My prices won't disappoint.
Don't know what any of this shit is, so... My strength is nowhere near being capable of lifting those things.
Oh, hello! What have we here? An adventurer, I judge, by the world-weary look of your weapon, and a noble by the wonderfully deep pockets clipped to your belt. What luck! What luck!
Tell me about yourself.
Charlotte is my name, good friend. I came to this second life some time ago. Some years? Years, it must be. Or perhaps... In any case, it has been time well spent hunting out magnificent goods and selling them to interested parties. So many wonderful artifacts I've found, so many precious relics I'd be so happy to rehome to a trusted buyer.
What kind of wares do you have on hand?
Have a look by all means. You'll find every make. You look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Weapons, 4 of them, that the intrepid adventurer can improve and upgrade as he travels if he finds the right pieces. See them? See them? Judge for yourself. Goodbye then, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy a glance at some of my wonderful goods.
Fuck. Alright, back in here, I guess. Got some footsteps over here.
These footprints are enormous.
Watch out. Orcs that large think with their clubs, not their heads.
Skin heals.
Maximum protection! You were right there.
don't understand this game. Do not understand it at all. So, that thing that you told me to go do, don't go and do that thing? Okay, yeah, alright, that's some good game design. Now pick up this, there's clearly a shield here. Alright, let's go out the east gate, because fuck this fucking game and it's fucking horse shit. Oh my god. Go out the west. Go out to the west. There's a lighthouse out there. Go out there and do some stuff for me. Alright. Get fucking obliterated. Fucking walk, you dumb cunt. Fucking hell, why'd you turn around?
Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer.
Who are you, Sir Shell?
Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water.
Seems strange that you can talk.
Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur.
You don't seem to remember the past very fondly.
Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hobby.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad I'm learning all this.
Times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas.
You say that you were doomed.
My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for.
So it's the sea's embrace you long for.
Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives release. And treasure long sunk I will grant thee.
I should decide what to do with you.
What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Why wouldn't I? What have I got to gain by not throwing you in the water? Let's just be nice.
Kindness is its own reward.
Agreed.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
We got a box. The mermaid's kiss.
I need a moment to reflect.
For the good of all source hunters ought to be altruistic, as I, without exception, arrogant. It does feel quite good to give yourself to one of those in need, that's honest. I grow increasingly selfless, but I wonder if I've gone too far. No, there is no far, too far. What sort of source hunter is as soft heart as I've become? It's absurd.
It does feel quite good to give of oneself to those in need.
Those as giving as you are rare and exquisite as rubies. What a pleasure to behold you. Your generosity honours our esteemed order. You quite trended towards altruism, haven't you? All this talk of giving, yet you won't offer me a moment's peace.
Your generosity honours our esteemed order.
Excellent, excellent. Better put a save down just in case the game decides to one-shot me or something. Oh, you stood on the sand. That's why you're dead. Access the optional tutorial enter by entering the dungeon behind you. Behind me. Is this behind me? Or is this behind me? Oh, that one. I'll be back where we started. There's some boxes over here. What are these knuckleheads up to?
Oh, the Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Seal, comrade, and good luck. It's these orcs! Now they have beads in their bonnets about that rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble
I've
of...
already talked to this dude. Let's out the north gate then. Seeing as we can't get out.
The Source Hunter's here too. Well,
that's lovely. I love this game. Fucking can't get enough of it. I'm gonna talk to this dude, and if he doesn't give me fucking exit via the north gate to complete your mission, I'm fucking done with this. Hurry the fuck up.
Ah, the Source Hunter. If you must.
He's got nothing to say. Fuck this game and it's fucking bullshit. Cat.
Source Hunter, welcome. Welcome. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine. Disappointing me.
Yeah, good. Fucking. I can but piece together. What few. Fucking hurry up and spit it out, you stupid prick.
They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the... I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, it took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their...
How about this gate? Can I get out this gate? Please. Please, I beg you! I'm on my knees, pretty please.
How can the Legion serve you today, Sorcerer?
Open the city gate now.
You look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. You may
Don't worry, I can take care of myself. The game says there's a quest out there that I have to do. It's the only one I can fucking do because the one over to the west, I can't fucking do. The one to the east, there's nothing there. This is the only one possible. Let me through. For fuck's sake.
Oh, for the love of Grosvenor.
Skelly's in here.
Who are you? Stay back. This haunted yard is terrifying enough without you scaring the marrow out of me. To answer your question, my partner and I were part of an ill-fated cohort of legionnaires sent by Lieutenant Selenia to inspect this church. I suspect the eerie goings-on at that very church for why Livia and I are trapped in our bones instead of prancing about the Hall of Echoes right now. And I do mean trapped. Oh, what I'd give to see my... Oh! What is that? Phew. I thought I heard a zombie. As I was saying, oh, what I'd give to see my darling wife, Marissa, once more.
About your wife, Marissa.
Huddly waddly doodle pop, light of my life, fire of my flesh. Since I'm good as dead, I'd do anything to be able to deliver one final letter to my dear Marissa. If I tried to go back to civilization, though, I'd be sacked, speared, or smashed on sight. It rattles my bones just imagining it. Say, you're alive. Heartbeat, squishy parts and all. Perhaps you could deliver it for me. Just remember this is a private matter between man and wife. No peeking, if you please.
What's going on at the church?
You'll run into the entrance if you keep along this road, though I wouldn't recommend it if you value keeping your skin attached to your face. The place is teeming with necromancers and the ghastly creatures they've been resurrecting. Lava, hellfire, a bone shrine, and that's only in the courtyard behind us. I'm afraid our troop never made it past the horror that lurks there.
What about you? You got anything to say?
Tread lightly, will ya? Any sudden movement is liable to give Blossius there a heart attack. Or, you know, a rib attack. Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards. We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands.
What happened to the rest of your regiment?
Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the Molten Devil King presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hell Beast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us little more than bones. But it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters, burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
What can you guessed? Some booties? What kind of equipment do I have? Traveling boots. I just got some new boots. I need to examine them. Ambitious antique cloth shoes of superstition. Better than what I've got. A mermaid's kiss. Because your kiss is on my list.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
No.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
I could do with a cold drink.
The burning legion calls!
Spidey. Go stab him. Oh good, you're burning. not what I wanted. I wanted to fire the arrow, but... Some rain on it.
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
Can you believe it? He fucking moved and the click misclicked! This fucking game is bullshit.
I need another chance!
I'm drenched.
Stop that.
Feeling hot under the collar. Feeling hot under the collar. Into the fray once more.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Give yourself the burning legion calls!
Him. Oh, another dude here. The fuck are you gonna do? Seriously. I've had enough. I've had enough of this fucking game. That's bullshit. I was like, go over there and stab him. She walked all the way around him and fucking got stabbed in the back. Fuck this game and it's fucking horse shit bullshit. I'm done.